Hey folks, Lukidu here, and I'm just going to start off by saying something that I feel like I should have said quite a moment ago. In fact, probably more than a month, but I'm gonna say it now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. And by everything, I mean if you have seen the previous video I made, the previous video I made um, before the one of Project Kaiju, well, you may know what I'm referring to, and I'll go straight to the point. It is the video where I have made an extremely insane and ridiculous rant about two um, two how do I say about two people, two persons, two individuals of the Hotline 024 community, at least that's what I believe. I think it was the community of this Final Pumpkin Mod. Yeah, yeah. Either way. Anyway, two people, two persons, two individuals who were in this community, which are Willow, Brooke, and Cami, Sam. And I will say that this video that I made about them and about the entire situation that went on with me and them, and also those who were with them as well. It was just down bad, but it wasn't because of them. It was actually because of me. Because you see, I actually realized that they were not the bad people all along. I was. And I'm actually going to go through everything that I used to think was wrong. Something wrong they have done. But from the beginning, they have done nothing wrong. And it was actually my own fault that it happened. And I could have prevented it from happening. So, when I was back in the server, which was Starscream, the first thing that got me into a problem with them was when there was their one friend, Keluminary, who said they were going to draw some art of, I believe, Willow's character or something. I'm not entirely sure anymore. It was along those lines, and I responded to that message that they sent in the general channel. I said, well, no offense, but I'm not interested to know about that. And in the rant video, I was like, oh, people say that and everything. Well, truth is, no. It was very wrong of me to say that. It was just not right. Like, if you're not interested in something, the most and the best option to do is obviously not say anything, not show interest about it at all. Just being like, not even responding. Like, if something doesn't interest you, most of the time you ignore it. You don't say, you don't do anything about it. Best of options would have just to do that. But my stupid ass decided to respond that to them, thinking that it would be fine. And well, I was given a chance. Like, Camille was like, please be kind. Don't say those sort of things like that outright. And he was right to say that, actually. I shouldn't have said those things outright after that. And then afterwards I said, yeah, I know. And indeed, I actually knew. I'll be honest, I actually knew that what I just said was going to hurt them. But yet, I don't know what got in my head for me to say that. I shouldn't have said it at all. And I ended up hurting Keluminary for it. And I just regret it. So, in the end, the blame really goes on me. It doesn't go on anyone else. It goes on me because I've started the trouble. At least that was the first thing that I've done with the rest that I did afterwards, and that's pretty much what kind of lit the fire. I should have just not said that. I should have just kept my mouth shut. Most likely, like there's no excuses. There's no excuse. I should have just not said that. But I regret it. I regret that. I don't know why I did this. Then there was the thing with Willows or Sona, which is a Polygonian like Niku from Friday Night Funkin' Hotline 024. It's the character that represents her and her interest. And I went ahead in the general channel. I think it was the second general channel because there were two of them. And I said, "Oh, I like Willow's first design. What do you guys think?" And even though it was criticism, light criticism, not necessarily negative, or I actually can't tell if it was negative or not. Actually, I'll be honest, I'm not an expert at defining what kind of criticism is bad or not. But either way, it was criticism. It was criticism, and I just plainly said it in their server, like. It was a community server, but it was still kind of a public server. You know, it was their server, the server of Cammy and Willow. And I ended up saying it anyway. I was like, "Oh, I like her first design." And then Willow obviously responded and was like, "Okay, what you said sounds kind of back-ended." It wasn't back-ended, but even you get why I should have said this. And she was like, "I get it's your opinion and you're entitled to it, but reminding you that Willow is my character and I didn't ask for criticism, so please be mindful." I don't remember exactly everything she told me, but I should have went like, "I'm sorry, Willow, I should have known. I should have said this." Like, I don't really think saying this in the server of somebody, unless they allow you to, is something to do. Like, if you're gonna say something about someone, their character, their art, or themselves, it's true that, you know, doing it in their server where all of their friends are and everything, it's not the right thing. I shouldn't have done that at all. And I don't know why I was like, "Oh, it's criticism, you should take criticism," whatever. Like, there's specific times and places where you have to give criticism. And even though technically criticism is important in a way, like, you can't just... It wasn't the right time, nor the right moment, and not the right circumstances as a whole. I shouldn't have. Actually, shouldn't have said it. And I understand why Willow was like, well, she wasn't necessarily offended because she pointed out she was not mad with a tone indicator. And I should have just apologized. I should have just been like, "I'm sorry, Willow. I shouldn't have done that. I should have said that. I'm sorry. I'll do better. I promise. I'm sorry. It wasn't the place for it. I could have done way better, but instead I was like, "Oh, it escalated, and it was really my fault because I just tried to end it up with Kate Goodnight, like, you know, passive aggressive or maybe just downright aggressive. You know, obviously, I should have known. I should have understood. I should have been like, I did something wrong. I shouldn't make it worse. You know, I should have just apologized and been like, it wasn't right for me to say that at this moment in this server. Like, and was there even any reason? I don't know. It could have been sorted out in a way better manner, but instead I took like this, and it just went so downhill because of me. I should have just stayed quiet, but I didn't. So I really don't want to take the blame. Sorry, I was just looking at what was going on down here. That said, yeah. I'm sorry if I criticized your character, Willow. It's your character, and I should not be the one to judge or say anything wrong about it. And to be fair, I no longer think that the first design of your character was good. Should have known better. But that said, onto the third thing, where I was questioning the font of the server. And I was like, oh, why did you change it to the normal Discord font? I mean, they explained why. And it was to make sure that any users, the new ones, any user on the server could just tag the channel's name more easily. Because when you use a different font, I believe Discord doesn't necessarily like take like when you use a certain font for the channels, I don't think like Discord recognize it as like the normal font or the letters. Like if you get what I mean, like you go in another server and you do the hashtag and like it's like in pretty lettering, if you see what I mean. Like you might know if you know. And I just went ahead and was like, oh, why? You know, I shouldn't have just questioned it. Like, it was very obvious why they have took that decision to, you know, put the channel's names back to the normal Discord font. And I just, yeah. And Cammy obviously was like, that was, we moderated what you done. And, you know, like, you just kept not being respectful or just everything, yeah. I understand. It was really just me, my own fault. I only had myself to blame. It wasn't their fault. And obviously, after three instances where I would have just most likely broke the rules, or you know, you get what I mean. I was the one creating the problem. They had every right to just ban me out. And I mean, Cammy and Willow, they were not mean about it. They didn't call me names or anything. I was the one actually calling them names when I shouldn't have. Like, I had no right to call them names. They were not mean to me. They were just telling me what was right and the right decision. You know, they took the right decision. They just did what they had to do. And obviously, looking at someone as troublemaking as me, problematic, I'll be honest, it was most likely well deserved. And then everything that went out afterwards, I'm gonna say that I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry, folks. I'm terribly sorry, Kevin, Willow, everyone. Even those who helped me, RT, especially after that happened and after I joined the Hotline, after like when I joined the Hotline Hub server, I regret everything. Everything that I've said, everything that I've done, that I have done, all the insults, all the words, because I have said quite a few insults in that meantime. I just realized it now. I just kept thinking about it during the summer and even to right now. And I was just like, why did I act like this? Why was I like this? Like, why? Why have I done this? It's not me. It was madness. It was pure madness, insanity. I just tore my reputation winning this place in a matter of seconds. I was given many chances to, you know, redeem myself and move on, just leave it behind, pretend nothing happened, and just, you know, stay happy and, you know, don't let that affect me. But I didn't. I haven't. I just made it hard for everyone, those who helped me, everybody, and the ones who were involved in this, which some shouldn't have been involved in this at all. I just made it worse for all of them, and well, there it happened, and I'll probably never see or come back to that again, but it's fine. Because in the end, I just want to say, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry, folks. I'm truly sorry, folks of the Starscream server, folks of the Hotline Hub server, of the community. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. it's okay if you don't forgive me, because most likely you have also moved on from that situation and just left it behind, and now you just don't want to talk about it again. You just want to forget about it and just now go on with what you're doing right now with your lives, which is also kind of what I want to do as well. But yeah, like, it's okay if you don't want to forgive me. I just really wanted to say that I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and none of this should have happened in the first place, but it happened because of me. I was the one who made it. I was the monster all along. I was the one who created the problem. Cammy, Willow, they did nothing wrong. They just did what they should have done. They defended themselves, you know, because at this point, like, especially after I've been banned from their server, I just kept attacking them. I just kept harassing them, and yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been harassing them. It was harassment. It was just plain aggressive harassment, and it kept lasting for months and months. It was true, because it really like happened on a large, like a couple. It happened over a few months at this point, because after I've been banned, like last year being banned from the Starscream server, then further like this year, like during Christmas time, I believe. I mean last Christmas, and I just didn't have my cakes, and I ended up being banned from both servers, both countries, and all the other. It was my fault. It was my doing. I should have known better. I should have truly known better, especially for my age, because I'm 21 years old. I'm an adult. I have to man up. And a lot of people around me told me that. Look at you have to man up. And I really need to man up. But that's actually what I've been mostly doing my best to do these times. I've been really trying all my best and doing most of what I can to actually man up. And I really want to keep going forward with that way. I wanna act for my age, be mature, be kind, know how to handle situations well, and not let the emotions take in and just make me impulsive, immature, grudgy, and vengeful for absolutely no reason at all. I have no reason to be this vengeful and this grudgy and this spiteful. Like, even if one way or another I was hurt, it could have been sorted out so much better. And yet, everyone else were not mean to me about it. They tried to help me. I mean, especially Artichao, like they tried. They really tried to help me. And yet I didn't cooperate that much. I just ended up making it bad, even though they were like, hey, maybe you should just, move on. You can't be friends with everyone, like some people you're not gonna like you, and that's it. And yeah, like when I was given a chance again back in the Hotline Hub server, I should have just moved on and forget about it. Like, it was before. Should have just been like this, but I didn't. I kept digging my grave, and well, it was settled. And now it's been like almost a year that it happened. And I think about all of this, and I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, guys. If you want to, if you don't forgive me, it's fine. But I just wanted to let you know that I'm sorry. That said, I'm not going to ping or bring this topic again. I promise. This is pretty much the last I would ever say about it. It was my last thoughts about it, especially just because of what was wrong for me to do, and I should have done it in the first place. I've acted idiocy, and I got what I deserved in the end. But I'm sorry. I really wished it wouldn't have went that way, but what do you know? It's fine. So I guess just going our separate ways, and probably not encountering each other again is for the best. So yeah, it's gonna be it for that. folks. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. But for those who are still with me along the way, despite all what I did wrong, especially those who still those who are still with me after that happened, like Doggy and Floof, thank you. I appreciate everyone else who stuck up with me nonetheless. It means a lot to me. Well, not everything, but it still means quite something significant, that's for sure. But yeah. So yeah, I wanted to say this. So, just to get it done, get it clear and done. Just to get it out of my head, because now I've known that what was wrong, what was right for real. And that it was my fault, not the others. I've realized it now. I've realized it. I understand it now. And well, other than that, I've been doing pretty okay. I've been doing pretty good. I've been doing pretty alright since then. The job, well, now it's because beforehand for the job I was working at Maxis, like it's a franchise of a grocery store, you know, supermarket that was owned by Loblaws. Like if you're a Canadian, you know what I'm talking about. And was it good here? Well, no. I'll be honest with you guys, it was not good here. It was not that enjoyable because the schedule they would give me like was very random. Like it was not fixed. Like I don't think they ever asked me like how much hours I wanted to do. I'm not completely sure, but yeah, I think they didn't even ask me like how many hours a week to do and stuff. So most of the time it would just be very, very random. Like I told them when I was available and not, but yeah, they just never asked me for that. Oh well, what do you know? But yeah, I'm not necessarily gonna go into details, but it was janky and not great. Not great. Like there's many reasons why it's not great. And that supermarket that I worked at Maxis was not great. And eventually I decided to resign. I decided to resign and get out of here. But eventually, like, we had to pay rent, and there's some paper you gotta get when you do the rents. Eventually, like, once a year, it's called the T4. The T4s, it's like papers for rent. I don't really know what it's about exactly. Like, I just know you have to get them when you're working. Like, your job has to give them to you, even the jobs you've been working at. And it was such a fucking hassle just to get my freaking T4 from Maxis. Like, the manager was like, oh, you get them in 2 weeks or something, but like, there's like a deadline for when they can give you your T4s. And he sent me 2 weeks, but was not respecting the deadline. Like I was going to get late. Like, they were going to send them late today. And I was like, are you kidding me? But eventually I got them the T4s, but man, it was such a hassle. I swore I would never come to that grocery store ever again. So since then I've been, well, actually I didn't find another. I wasn't the one who found it. It was my mother. She worked at another one, which is Metro's, which is a franchise of a grocery store that is local. Like, it's from Quebec, where I live. Like, it's something from us, the people we live in our province. And let me tell you, I like it here. I do like it here. I enjoy it here. Like, compared to Maxis, it was just great. I liked it. Like, it was a good. I like working there. It's fun. I mean, yeah, it's fun. At least, well, not necessarily fun, but it's pleasant. It's pleasant, and it's good vibes. I don't get bored. I know what to do. My schedule, it's fixed. I know when I work, at which time, everything. Like, it's much better. It's well managed, and there's the good people at that store. So yeah, Metro's is good, at least in my opinion. I mean, after all, Metro's is kind of us. It's the province of Quebec. Anyway, but yeah, so work has been going very fine, and it's the first job I've been working at for more than at least 3 months, because at Maxis I believe I worked like from somewhere between November or was it maybe October, September, somewhere like in autumn, like from autumn to like somewhere near maybe winter, like somewhere in winter. It didn't really last this long. But now at Metros, I've been working there from January of this year to what was that? Anyway, from January to this year, from I believe well, now I've been working since January, and I'm still working here. So yeah, Cactor. Oh god, Cactor. He's very shiny. So yeah, so I've been working here since then, and I've been happy with it. Nothing much. Chilling, I guess. They will never know I am recording a video. Sure. Sure, I would like to see you fly. Rocket Rider! Hey, is he gonna... Oh. What? Une pensée que tu iras au boat? I'm not a bot. I'm not a bot. I'm not a bot. I mean, why would a bot like me be doing up there? Like, okay. I mean, I understand, but you know. I don't worry a bot. I'm not a bot, anyway. But yeah, so everything's been going fine, and now, college-wise, I only have 1 year left. I have 2 semesters left to do, because I had to, I don't know if I already said it, I had to do some classes again that I didn't pass, sadly, but now it's it. So now I'm gonna succeed, and I'm gonna do it, and I believe in myself. And, you know, 3D animation, that's the program I wanted to be in the first place, so I'm sure it's gonna go well. It's gonna go well. Yeah, it will go well. So, yeah. Oh, there he goes. Here he comes. Welcome back. So, yeah. It has been all fine since then. So, yeah. Okay. The chat actually translate what they say to me. I mean, they translate what they say in another foreign language. That's neat. I mean, I think it was always a feature like recently on Roblox, but like now I just don't know what it was about. So yay, good thing. Anyway, what is it gonna do? Oh, woo! Anyway, but yeah, and yes, as you can tell, I've been Doom Alpha 2 is out, and I'm playing it, and yeah, level 100. I've been playing the game quite a bit. I mean, I think I can also show you some. Hold on. I can show you some pictures. Yeah, of me getting awakened in the game. I hand this now. You shall do as an appetizer. Ultra kill. So, yeah. I like the game. I have no idea what... Doesn't take the house phone or what? Okay. But yeah. So yeah. Other than that, I've been doing fine, guys. Don't worry about me. And just a side note, what happened last year, I mean, you know, Hotline 024 wise, it's nothing compared to what happened next. No, but like, what happened next, but like this year, during the summer. I'm not gonna elaborate on it. I promise I will not, but if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. You don't need to know. Because I'm telling you, it's not pretty. I made it myself. But yeah, welcome back. But yeah, it's you know, if you know, you know. If you don't know, it's fine. You don't need to know because you don't want to know. Trust me. But yes, you get the idea. Most of it is just that. It wasn't good times. I mean, I had a good summer. Don't get me wrong, but something's happened. But again, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. It's rather reference. So yeah. Anyway, I don't think I have to ramble enough more than that. I'm gonna probably upload other videos afterwards. Sadly, not about Project Kaiju because if you have seen my post Project Kaiju, yeah, you know the drill. It has been taken down and it's probably never gonna come back. No PK gaming. Good idea. But yeah, so what do you know? It's good. No Project Kaiju again, so yeah. But that's okay. But soon enough, I'll show some other stuff. Some other stuff that some of you may have been waited to for me to show. And I'll show it eventually, I promise. But for now, stay tuned. I'll find the time to do that other video, but for now I just wanted to say this. And again, I'm sorry guys, but thank you as well. And I promise from that point on, I will make sure I'm going to be the good person. I'm going to be a good people who knows what's good and not do some cumbersome, hateful shit. I promise you. Since then, I really want to man up, and that's what I'm going to do. And I can count on everyone to come to give me a hand if they want to, and stick along if they like. So yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be all. See you guys in another video. It will happen. Bye bye.